I don't know how many of you still remember the New Orleans attack. I found that to be yet another one of the issues that were going on with the radicalization that is happening across all the nations in this country or in this world. Now, that being said, I also remember the Chicago attack. Few people pay attention to that anymore. I've covered it here, but they have now arrested in Iraq the ISIS individual that brought about that attack through his talking and through what he was for. Now, I'm going to let you hear the Fox News. I listened to different news broadcasts on this. The Fox News broadcast is probably the best on this, and I'm going to let you hear that. Then I'm going to talk about a little bit about what we need to watch out for that's still going on and we still have to worry about it. Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
News here. Iraqi authorities say they have arrested an ISIS suspect accused of inciting the New Year's Eve Bourbon Street truck ramming and shooting attack that killed 14 people there in the Big Easy. Let's go to Garrett Tenney. He's live in Milwaukee with the latest on this. Garrett?
Yeah, John, apparently this has been something that has been in the works for months. Iraqi authorities saying they arrested that man who is a member of the Islamic State terror group for inciting the New Year's Eve or New Year's Day terror attack in New Orleans. Now, exactly how he incited that is not clear at this point, but that man, whose name has not been released, will go on trial there in Iraq. But what's interesting to note is that they said that this investigation into this individual was requested by U.S. authorities. We know back in January, in the days after this, that the FBI said they were looking into the path to radicalization of Shamsud-Din. They say they believe it started in 2022 and that in 2023 he traveled abroad to Egypt as well as to Canada. At the time, they were looking into who he met with on those trips, what did he do on those trips, as well as what contacts he had with folks beyond those two countries. So this has been something that has been in the works as they have been looking at the potential that folks abroad, that they may have played a role both in the radicalization, the planning of this attack, and not the carrying out of it, they say, but the planning and the radicalization is something that they have actively been working on for months now. And it appears this investigation came at the request of U.S. authorities when they identified an individual from their own work. The Iraqis then did their own investigation, and that person is now headed to trial charged with inciting the New Year's attack. John?
All right, something to follow there all the way across the Atlantic and the Mediterranean. Garrett Tenney for us. Garrett, thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.
This feller, Shamsud-Din, the guy from Texas that took the F-150 through the crowd in New Orleans and also put the IEDs in this, and they killed these people. I mean, 15 were taken out by this guy, including the perpetrator. Now that they have this ISIS member, maybe they can figure out if he knows of others, but I doubt it. This is happening all over the world, folks. And if we're not vigilant, this is going to keep happening. But right now, I can imagine that the folks that are wanting these kinds of attacks are looking at America going, we don't have to do anything. With the Democrat Party doing what they're doing, we don't have to bring about terror in the United States because, well, you take a look at what's happening with the Tesla dealerships. You take a look at these judges trying to keep these gang members in this country. We have to keep watch of what's going on here. There are folks of all walks of life that are getting radicalized. And it's not just Islamic terrorism that we have to watch out for. I want freedom in this country. And to get that freedom, we have to make sure that we watch ourselves because there are people that hate our freedom. And this fellow that was arrested, this ISIS leader, I haven't been able to find his name. I don't know why they're not talking about who this guy is, but we have to keep watch because this is going to happen until we get something changed in this world. And I don't know necessarily what that's going to be, but this has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. So, folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. Well, hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff if you don't mind. Help me out. So, y'all have a good day now.